Hey, howdy. Today's a very interesting day, because today is Valentine's Day. And unfortunately for me, but fortunately for a lot of other people, Valentine's Day is falling on a Wednesday this year. I say unfortunately for me because I am booked for basically this whole day, and the one time that I won't be busy will be the roughly 20 minutes when they're having a Valentine's Day tour. But enough about that. Let me just do the weeklies, the weekly and the special to Love Lodge. So you might wonder why I'm kind of chuffed about being busy during the Valentine's Day tour. Well, something that they love to do on YNO is have tours coincide with adding new games to the site. And if my sources are right, there is a new game coming today. I don't know this for certain, but just based on what I've seen around, and a certain deadline on a certain server, I have a hunch. I don't know if anything's actually happening, but I have my suspicions. And under normal circumstances, because the class that coincides with the tour is Chorus, under normal circumstances I would just skip out on Chorus, but no, I can't do that today, because we've got a concert next Sunday, and my director would kill me. We have now hit the point of crunch, meaning if you miss a rehearsal, normally you kind of just get you'd get a weird look from our director if you didn't have an excuse, and he'd kind of just brush it off if you did have an excuse. Here, though, if you're not there, you better have a damn good reason for it. Especially because we're still learning our freaking music. It's sexist. We have a very weird catalog of music this year too. Oh no, wrong way. I need to go to Finger Candle World. Okay, good. There you are. Right, yeah, I have to go the long way. We've got some very weird music today. We've got some very weird music for this upcoming concert. We have a certain piece, because the concert that we're prepping for is a charity concert that we do every year at a local church. I believe it's a homeless shelter. I believe it's for a homeless shelter. And to sort of coincide with the theme, we're singing a song that is a Thanksgiving holiday song. Now, if you've done any amount of chorus, or you, like, kind of like seasonal music, then you already know how weird that is. People don't just make Thanksgiving holiday songs. It's just not a thing. And it still holds. People really don't. This song sounds like it was written by the Department of Agriculture. Because I'm not sure how best to describe it. Also, hang on, we've done the weekly, we've done the special. Let me grab the wallpaper guide. And also move some stuff into my games folder from my desktop. Okay. 161. After using the trombone effect on all the platforms where the colorful fairies are stepping on in Binary World. Just based on everything that I have experienced with that song, it sounds like it was written by someone who is not very good at writing music. My apologies to whoever wrote that song. God knows you aren't listening to a random Yumituki stream. They're probably living it up at some government position and making more money than I've ever even seen. But when you sing enough pieces, you can kind of get a sense for when the person writing it is good at what they do. There you are. You can get a sense for, like, okay, this guy's written a ton of pieces, they know what they're doing, they have, like, a good sense of how to utilize all four parts correctly, and how to use the accompaniment alongside the vocals in a way that makes sense. There's a logic to it, right? There is no logic here, unfortunately. There are a few telltale signs that, well, for lack of a better word, it was written by a chump. Some of these signs are a dominant soprano medley, a prominent soprano melody, rather, not a medley. Because, I mean, this may come as a shocker. The soprano part is the part that gets the melody the most often. Big whoop. I mean, anyone who's sang chorus, or anyone who's done most musical stuff will tell you, the high part usually gets the melody. That's just how it works. That being said, there is a nuance to actually writing the other parts to not just be mirror images of the soprano part. There are some people that do it well, and there are some people that do it poorly. And experience is usually what defines whether it's a good arrangement or a bad arrangement in that regard. Because the way that it often works out in a lot of arrangements is the soprano part is just the melody with no changes. The alto part is a counter melody of the soprano part. Hang on. Did I just walk right past it? I did walk right past it. The tenor part is up in the air, but it is usually, well, okay. The tenor part is up in the air, but oftentimes the tenor part is just the soprano part, maybe slightly lower, slightly different melody. Okay, so what am I looking for? All the platforms where the colorful fairies are stepping on in Binary World. Oh, Binary Tower. That's probably what it's referring to. And the bass part, depending on the arrangement, and depending on whether or not the guy who arranged it is a sadist. Sometimes the bass part is just... The bass part is basically the alto... The bass part is basically an alto part to the tenor part. It's a counterpoint to whatever the heck they're doing. There we go. That is really cute. Oh no! No, come on! Oh, that ain't cool. Alright, I'll do it again. So, the arrangement of the parts is often... Hello, you're different. The arrangement of the parts usually indicates the quality of the arrangement. There's also the question of page turns. Because obviously, we're going to be singing this while looking at the music. We could memorize it, but that doesn't excuse bad practice, is the thing. This is very cute. That's done. After interacting with Onsen-san in Pillar's World. Ah, it's Wataru. Cool. There's quite a few of these that are in Wataru's worlds, but I've done almost all of them. Right, Black Building. So, a common practice of a lot of composers, and a practice that we, the people that are actually trying to perform these pieces very much appreciate, is not putting dumb shit on page turns. And what do I mean by dumb shit? I mean accidentals, and I mean big leaps. There is a way that you can fiddle around with your piece and sort of scale it a little bit. So if you have something weird on a page turn, you can just F around with it a little bit until it's not on a page turn anymore. But I cannot sight read if I can't see the next page. And if there's some random leap or some random jump up to a B flat, I'm sorry, I'm gonna miss that note the first few times because I literally did not see it coming. Most composers are aware of this and will try their best to, They'll try their best to not do that. But there are some composers, specifically less experienced composers, that will do that quite a bit, and, you know, not out of malicious intent or anything, it's just the way that it works out. So that's another thing. There's one more aspect that comes to mind, and it has to do with... How do I put this without sounding really pretentious? Knowing your place as a piece of music. I'm gonna be completely honest. There are very few pieces of music that earn big, sweeping, Broadway-esque finales. There are very few pieces of music that actually earn that shit. There are a few, like Dan Forrest's A Bronze Triptych earns it, 100%. That is a beautiful piece of music, and it builds up to that point, is the thing. Like, it doesn't just have to be good music. It has to be impactful, and it has to have, like, almost like a scaling sense of purpose? I don't know how best to put it. But I can't just suddenly decide on a dime, okay, this is going to have a super cool ending, very, like, super high notes for the tenors, super high notes for the sopranos, it's gonna be really loud, it's gonna be really emotional. You can't just decide that on a dime. Because if you do, it's not going to fit at all with the rest of the piece. And wouldn't you know it, this piece that we're singing makes that exact mistake. What the hell was that? Because the entire rest of the piece is very, like... Look, I'll be frank, it sounds like it was written by someone who works at the Department of Agriculture. It's just like, super weird and generic piece about giving thanks for the rain and thanks for the crop. It's, well, it's boring as hell. And it essentially repeats the melody and the bridge 2 times, and then cuts away to a really big and bombastic flourish at the end. And it doesn't earn it. It doesn't earn it at all. I still think the piece sucks, and the ending is the worst part. And that's another thing as well. I know most of this video has just been me complaining about bad practice in writing choral music. But it's not just about sounding good, is the thing. And this goes for all performance arts. You have to think about the people that are actually playing your music. It's like, congratulations, you wrote all these super weird and fancy and funky chords. Now how's that to sight read? Congratulations, you put this chord into your piece where the tenors have to go a solid octave above where they normally sing. Is that comfortable for the tenors? Or is that comfortable for tenors usually with people who have the range of a tenor? If the answer is no, you probably should not put that into your piece. Make it an alto note instead. Make it a soprano note instead. Stuff like that. Because you're not just writing a piece to be heard, you're writing a piece to be performed. And that kind of goes for progressions of notes as well. I have seen Hang on. A Pillar's World from chaotic buildings. Okay, so I have to go down to the bottom. Oh shit, wait. Transmission Tower World. So this is the path that I usually travel. It's just I take a different path at the very end. There you are. Ah. Oh. So it's just travel the right path both times. Interesting. And there is a good counterexample to all the points that I just made. A counterexample in a very specific individual, name of Eric Whitaker. Now, Whitaker is a special case in a lot of aspects when it comes to choral music, and when it comes to music in general. He's extremely, extremely talented, and he's also self-taught. So he has a lot of very unique and very often kind of strange practices, but they work. He has very weird and unique chord progressions, very weird like assignments of parts, weird things all around, but it works really well. But that doesn't excuse other composers from doing the same things. Like, just because he does it and it works, doesn't mean that they can do it and it'll work. It don't work that way. Eric Whitaker is a special case. Okay. There's no map for this place, but presumably south of the ladders, okay. Wait, ladders? Interesting mushrooms. Ah, the music. The music is not looping properly. I hear that pop. Common problem with Water Ooze Worlds. Ah, these ladders. Got it. Ah, okay. Hello. Hello, weird little guy. Okay. Last thing I'll do for today is visit Fountain World. But before I do that, I want to try something. Let me go to Tricolor Room and attempt to go to Piano Alley. There are a couple of wallpapers that have that require me to go to Piano Alley, and it's really rough to go to, but I have to try. I just like give it a shot once or twice every episode, and then eventually I'll be able to do it. Snowy Pipe organ. Sad. The reason why I'm bothering instead of going to Fountain World is that one of the destinations is Fountain World, so I'm going to go until either I get lucky and get Piano Alley, or until I get Fountain World, at which case I'll just go from there. Oh, come on again. But the more that I think about it, performance arts, it's not just band and orchestra and chorus. I would go so far as to say that a rhythm game it qualifies as performance arts. Because it has a lot of the same principles. It has the sight reading, it has a lot of, there's a lot of onus on the creator of the track, or the creator of the, I guess in the case of something like A Dance of Fire and Ice, there's a lot of onus on the creator of the level to have it coincide well with the music that it's accompanying, and to have it feel, I mean, you know, besides having it actually match up with the music, having it sort of feel fair and feel understandable after a decent amount of practice. And they don't necessarily have to, like, I'm sure there are plenty of levels in the A Dance of Fire and Ice workshop that don't follow those sort of traditions at all. And that's fine. But if I'm gonna have fun doing it, it's probably, you know, there's Fountain World, alright. I would prefer to have fun when I do these. Okay, so what all do I need to do here? Fountain World. Look at the Angel NPC using the glasses effect. I'm going to... Ah, you are the Angel NPC. Interacting with the piano, already did that. Oh, it's just those two. Awesome. Not sure if I've ever been here before. I mean, I've been here as a result of trying to get to Piano Alley. Ah, it's this place, right. Handfields and Boogie Street. But I think that'll do it for me. We're making good progress. In fact, let me wake up, save my game, and then I forget if you have to go outside in the real world or if you have to go outside in the dream world. It's worth a shot either way. Because this is, it coincides with endings 2 and 3, yeah? Because ending 1 is you pinch your cheek while you have all effects. Oh, I got Bleak Future. Well, never mind. I guess that's all I got for now. Not Bleak Future, Mirror Room. Oh, wait. While I'm here, there's something there's things I can do here. Use glasses effect, right. Huh? Wait, it's not letting me. Interesting. There was something in Sofa Room, too, I thought. Interacting with the Black Cat and Noranyan. I mean, it's worth a shot, but I'm pretty sure... Yeah, Noranyan's not here. There is no cat and there is no creature. But I'm extremely close to being able to activate Ending 4. Oh, there you are. Alright, that'll do it. Thanks so much for watching.